Don't panic, skill spam, start throwing everything out there. One of the things I did when I was in my 20s, because people were paying for developers at the time, is list every language that I knew, even if I used it for one day. So that ultimately doesn't get you the job that you need and get you the job that you want. So random cert collecting is what people do when they're scared. Pick a lane that maps to funded work. Cloud cost optimization, FinOps security, governance, compliance, modernization, platform engineering, data engineering that supports real ops, not just demos, and then build the proof, a short portfolio, case studies, reference architectures, cost models, migration plans, things like that. I always tell people, keep a portfolio of your work. Whether you do it on LinkedIn, where it's out there for everybody to see, which I think is perfectly fine. You do it on GitHub, whatever, your own personal repository, you write a Substack blog, it doesn't matter. But, what are you proud of? And can you prove the projects and things that you worked on? Now, I know sometimes people are going to tell me, well, that's confidential. Yeah, I get it. But you can still sanitize stuff and put artifacts that are out there that don't violate confidentiality agreements that will still show the value of the work that you're able to do. And you need to get in the habit of doing that, because people, the first thing they're going to ask, can you send me a CV? And I'll send them a CV and send them a cover letter. It's always going to be important with what you're looking for. Again, your goals and objectives, and then send them a link to the portfolio of work that you would like to show them. And it doesn't have to be extensive. It doesn't have to be hundreds of things, but, perhaps 6 to a dozen different projects you worked on, what you did, what you accomplished, what value you had that goes beyond what it says in the resume. Now, chances are they're not going to read that stuff in detail, but just the fact that you have it and you thought through it, that means a lot to an employer.